Well, there's something I haven't really talked about yet, is the different kinds of forests and the different kinds of mushrooms and plants that can be found in different forests. Like I think of the river edge forest as being kind of mixed. It depends often on what trees are around it, but generally a mixed forest. I'm looking over across the river here and seeing mixed hardwood forest, some softwoods, and also conifers, hemlock there, and so forth. And the scenery, of course, changes and mutates and so forth as we go around. Back to me. So I think of a conifer forest as having very specific plants and very specific mushrooms as well, and it's true. I think of a deciduous forest as having a very different bunch of plants and animals in it. What do you think? Luna. Luna thinks all kinds of different things. And open woodland being different, a wild field being a different environment. Both vernal pools, ponds, lakes, stream edges, all have different, very, very different environments and different plants and animals and critters and stuff. So branching off into different environs, I'd like to go over those one at a time when I'm in them. Right now I'm just in a stream edge, but I'm tracking down more like subject matter. So I'd like to go over conifer forest, deciduous forest, wild fields, feral fields, open woodlands, streams, ponds, lakes, vernal pools, ledge, gorges, quarries, farm land, and waste places. A lot of different things to hit, and a lot of what I find when I'm out and about has roadside, because I'm seeing things roadside. But then if I find a park or a conservation area or a forest preserve or somewhere where there's genuine attempt to preserve, then I drive down into those and park and walk in or find out what they're about. Sometimes they're preserved farmland. Sometimes it's forest land. Today I found some really nice new, very, very close to where I live, forest land that's been preserved as a healthy forest, which is really nice to see. It seems like the more time goes, the longer I'm in a place, more of these conserved areas are popping up and becoming sites that are tangibly for public to look at, and also long-term preservation of the land, which is nice to see. So in and amongst all of what I'm finding, and when I go out and about any given day, I don't actually know what I'm going to do. I just know that I'm following my spirit to go out into the whatever environment, and today was about finding a Grifola frondosa. There's 12 pounds of it, and a few other mushrooms, and some really nice forage, red raspberry, which way more than I had ever anticipated. A friend of mine was looking for on the hunt for red raspberry, and I haven't seen them in too many places out and about, the patches that I go to and whatnot that I've known about. I'm finding lots of other berries, and there are some farm stands, and she said she was willing to, or she was going to pick some up in one of the stores that she'd been to, and I thought, oh gosh, well, if in that case, I just go to a store and buy some. And then I thought about it for a little bit. I took a new road today, went a different direction, and in that conservation area or in that preserved forest, all over the place where the wood has been cut down previously, there's growth back in, and a lot of that is briar, red raspberry that is just right in the middle of, I would say, in the middle of it, but not quite at peak. And there's a ton of it there, and it's gonna be a field day. So different environments, primarily in Western Massachusetts, but I do traverse over to the Hudson Valley in upstate New York, and southern Vermont, and a little bit of northern Connecticut, and this general region is what I call home. And exploring those environments in more detail, and what is in each one separately from the other, and what can be found as common in each of those forests, presenting itself on a larger scale to the entire New England, and probably to most of North America, what I'm seeing and what's out and about. So I thank you for watching this introductory bit on different environs available, or what come up in different places in Western Massachusetts primarily. Thank you for watching, and thank you for being interested in the environment, and for your membership and feedback. Consider subscribing, and consider not subscribing. Consider sharing this with your friends if this is helpful information about New England. And if you're in New England, and you see my pickup truck somewhere, stop and say hi, and or look me up if you need a nature guide for a day. Thank you. Cheers.